Why you dey buy fake product, yeah? Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go. The SON. Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. The SON.
It's a market of convenience, one that's fast gaining ground in the country and has become a viable means of exchange. Every day, thousands of products ranging from food, drugs, electronics, clothes, bags, and domestic goods leave their sellers to the homes of buyers with ease. Although electronic transactions is popular in Nigeria, especially among the youths, some consumers have expressed concern over the quality of goods sold online. Is it just another window for the distribution of substandard and fake products? We shall examine electronic commerce as the Director General of the SON remind distributors of steel bar of the urgent need to be quality conscious and produce acceptable bars or be shown the way out of the wicked and illegal business. You're watching Standard and You, and it's always a delight to be here at 6:30 p.m. Mondays. I'll be back shortly.
I want a situation where in the future, when you see a son person, either in your market or in your shop or on the street, you bring him close to you and say, welcome, come, beer, let's talk. Because it's your brother, it's your friend. But I cannot be your brother if you don't know I'm interested in protecting you. Like they say, when you were son, with Rando.
Welcome to the world of standard and quality, where we offer you information on product safety and quality. The program is Standard and You.
Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
Welcome to Standard and You, Nigeria's only platform on television where you learn more about product safety and quality. My name is Ifeyinwa Okonkwo. Have you ever purchased a product online only to discover it was substandard upon delivery? What did you do? Who did you think was responsible for enforcing standards to sanitize the electronic market?
It was common practice for consumers of goods to visit the markets whenever they were in need of a product. These kind of markets are strategically located within a community with variety of goods carefully arranged for consumers to make purchases and pay cash to the sellers. However, the advent of mobile telephone, like Android and other sophisticated digital electronic devices, have changed the face of buying and selling of goods and services. Today, people no longer have to leave the comfort of their homes to purchase any good of their choice. Through the use of any of the electronic device, people purchase goods and make payments without visiting the market and have such products delivered to them in their homes, offices, or any location without much ado.
It's good. We can see that most of as people are going for digital marketing now, and they don't want to stress themselves when they want to purchase online, that you can get it at the tip of your door. So it's good.
They deliver it on time, as planned.
You didn't have any issues with the quality or the way the product is?
No. I specify when I order, so they brought it on time.
Actually, what I get is what I ordered for, but most times it's always the other way around. When you order for some product like, let's say, shoes and wigs and the likes, but aside that, e-commerce is good.
My experience has been okay with getting things online.
Like the structured markets, the sellers of goods display their wares or merchandise online on the various electronic devices with information on how and where to place orders for any.
We provide an online platform for sellers to list their products for sales to consumers. So consumers can come on a marketplace platform to sell different products that are listed by different sellers. Before the items go out to the consumers, we usually check if they match what was displayed on the platform. We go through a description on the packaging just to confirm that.
Shopping online is a digital experience that has become popular among Nigerians, especially young people. It's been facilitated by the penetration of mobile phones and increased internet and data usage in the country.
It's about the consumer. Of course, we want to help the vendors to meet the consumers. But when you understand that life's all about consumption, and that is what grows the country's GDP. So you need to make sure that in order for you to keep your customer base, you try as much as possible to meet the needs of your customers.
The prevalence of the COVID-19 made it even more popular. It became the only means of buying and selling as more Nigerians took advantage of the ease and cost-effectiveness of online shopping.
We have the business-to-business e-commerce, such as practiced by the modern world, where we have Shopify, businesses transacting at wholesale level. Then we have the business to the consumer, which is what we call retailing, where we sell in bits. Now, we have also, going beyond that, the consumer to the consumer, where we have eBay, where you can trade, you bought something, you don't want to use it, and then you put it online and sell.
However, the issue of what I ordered versus what I got has continued to create fear, distrust and disappointment in electronic commerce among online shoppers.
What I requested for actually wasn't what they brought, so I have to return it back. They return it back immediately.
Most of my friends had this experience with them buying things online. Most of the times they get something, they don't really give them what they exactly want. It's either it's fake and you spend a lot of money for buying it and you don't really get what you really want.
It was original hair, but it was fake.
If it's from a reputable source, you get what I'm saying? For example, let's say Samsung Nigeria, I would trust them because it's a well-known company. But from people that are like oncoming or upcoming or what, I wouldn't want to trust them with my money.
We don't know the truth online something because most of the online something is scam.
Many of them are not popular brands, and they may not have after-sales services.
More often than not, a consumer who is not satisfied with the quality of goods purchased do not know how and where to go about seeking redress. This is compounded by the fact that in most cases, both the seller and buyer have no personal contact.
So most times it's the consumer that will reach out to SON because they feel like they are being cheated or they are being sold a substandard product. Then SON will investigate. After the investigation, so they will advise us on what to do.
This development in the online business is no doubt a source of worry to regulatory agencies like the Standards Organization of Nigeria and relevant stakeholders.
When you go on online platforms, you will see that they have terms and agreements. These terms and agreements must be spelled out, and the guidelines for spelling it out is also indicated in the FCCPC Act, Federal Competition Consumer Protection Commission. Now, in the act, they have given directions on how you handle transactions online. They've also guided us on how you also handle disputes. For instance, in every e-commerce transaction, or especially on their platform, there is a clause there for dispute resolution, where you are not happy, where you have transactional breaches that you want to discuss. You need somebody to listen to you, or you want to seek redress. The mechanism to go through is spelled out in this dispute resolution clause in that terms and agreement, where most people do not bother to go through the terms and agreement when they are doing online transactions. So, Standards Organization of Nigeria, looking at all the entities and all the agencies that need to play their roles in ensuring that e-commerce transactions in Nigeria, they are safe and secured, decided to come up with a regulatory framework. As this is a national concern, it's also a global concern. So we had the opportunity through the International Organization for Standardization to discuss with other countries and see how they are managing their own e-commerce platforms. And the International Organization for Standardization decided to come up with a standard that will aid negotiations online. And that standard is ISO 22059, which concentrates on consumer warranties and guarantees.
The SON has a robust feedback and collaboration unit that handles consumers' complaints and ensure that they get value for their money spent on any product purchased.
We have developed a draft, and in line with the standards development process, you circulate that draft for comments. Every agency that are relevant, the consumers, the manufacturers, even the online marketers, we had to send it to them for their comment, and they have sent in back their comment, which is being reviewed by the Secretariat. And after that phase, we're going to have a technical committee meeting where we all sit down again to review the comments and see the ones that will be accepted, the ones that are not agreed on, and the one, because it's a consensus document. It's everybody's voice represented in one document. So by the time we conclude this whole process, we have a standard, a guideline that e-commerce must follow in Nigeria.
Consumers are advised to take advantage of the services of the SON in this regard, but are required to be quality conscious and be painstaking when making purchases online.
So, when next you make that purchase online, please shine your eyes and you, the seller, stop delivering substandard products. Electronic commerce can only survive on trust and quality. Moving on, with just few weeks to the expiration of the ultimatum given to distributors of steel bar in the country, the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Malam Farouk Salim, said arrangements have been concluded to clean up that market. He warned that anyone caught producing or distributing substandard steel bar in Nigeria will be prosecuted in accordance with the law. He gave this warning when he met some distributors of the products in Asaba, Delta State.
This meeting between officials of the SON and distributors of steel bar in Asaba, Delta State is in furtherance to the agency's strategic sensitization. It was aimed at empowering the distributors of the product with sufficient knowledge on the dangers of selling substandard steel bar. The SON's chief executive, who expressed his displeasure at the act of making profit at the expense of the innocent consumer, told the dealers that he will not tolerate the illegal and wicked practice of the unscrupulous marketers of substandard steel bar.
You cannot export your products outside Nigeria, and because they are substandard. And what that means is that when products come into the country that are better quality than yours, you will lose business. When you lose business, you have to close your factory. We don't want you to close your factory. We want your factory to be bigger. We want you to make money. We want the dealers to be making money too. But the problem is you cannot make money on the shoulders of Nigerian lives. The blood and sweat of Nigerians cannot just be prized with money. We have too many buildings collapsing in this country simply because of these poor standards in iron.
He advised them to take advantage of the ultimatum to clean up the market, adding that the SON has put in place adequate measures to deal with offenders and ensure that no bad product will find its way into the Nigerian market.
The dealers will say, the manufacturers gave it to us. The manufacturers will say, we are supplying what we are requesting. Well, this has to stop. We are not going to sit down and play games with each other. Manufacturers should start manufacturing good products. Dealers should start looking for good products.
Responding, the dealers thanked the DG for the sensitization and pledged their total support to the SON in its fight against fake and substandard products. They promised to comply with the SON's ultimatum. While in Asaba, Delta State, the DG met with staff of the SON in that state, where he urged them to be professional and discharge their duties with every sense of responsibility. The SON boss told them that the management was working assiduously to improve on staff welfare and also make the office environment a conducive place for work. Members of staff, led by their state coordinator, thanked the DG for his visit and pledged their loyalty and support to the DG, adding that they will work with him to move the agency forward.
If you are still one of those in the business of importing substandard electricals, electronics products, you are advised to desist from such wicked and illegal acts. This is because the Standards Organization of Nigeria has intensified measures to stem the tide of such bad products in Nigeria. This was the message at a sensitization on electrical and electronic products held in Ota, Ogun State. I was there for Standard and You.
As part of efforts to create awareness and educate consumers on the importance of purchasing quality goods, especially electrical products, the Standards Organization of Nigeria took its sensitization train to Ota, Ogun State. The Director General, represented by the Regional Coordinator, Southwest, Engineer Fred Akinbesote, said the seminar is to enlighten the manufacturers, dealers, and consumers on the benefits of selling, purchasing, and identifying quality electrical and electronic products. He said Nigeria cannot be left behind in global efforts to tackling fake and adulteration of products. The SON has adequate infrastructural capacity to deal with the menace of substandard products.
Nigeria cannot afford it. We have tolerated them so long enough. You see what happened when he went to Port Harcourt. He personally participated in the enforcement and the destruction of those substandard products. And we are saying that we are increasing by the day. And let me tell you something, people, that we are doing electrical today. I mean, SON have moved a step further. We have been accredited to ISO 17025. We talked about laboratory accreditation. That means the level of our competence. We are so competent, and any test we carry out will be accepted anywhere in the world. And today, we are being presented as a of accreditation for electrical products. We have, parameters in electrical now, which is a milestone in SON.
The state coordinator said that those who compromise on quality will be made to face the law, adding that the sensitization will be a continuous exercise before going into the market to remove substandard products from the shelves.
Nigerian cable say it's the best, and although it's expensive. So what these people do is that they go and bring foreign cables that don't have no name, no manufacturer address, no country of origin on it. And when you pound them, they say, no, they are not the manufacturer. So we want them to see that when they see this cable outside and they buy it, they're on their own, because we will catch them and destroy them.
Papers on the theme, Global Effects of Standardization to the Realization of Quality Electrical Products, were presented. The chairman, Electrical Electronic Dealers Association in Ogun State, said the sensitization is a welcome development and that members will embrace standards.
Information is power, and I believe my members have been informed today, at least from their response. It shows that they have learned one or two things today.
Some participants bared their minds on the event.
Essence just stand like a watchdog. Because if we are just producing and thinking that we are doing everything well, all on our own alone, it cannot really be. You cannot checkmate yourself. You can't be doing something and checkmate yourself. But when you now have SON as a watchdog over you, that is when you can now say whether what you are doing is the right thing or not. And they always come, whatever they say to you, is just to improve your system, also to make sure that you don't become among the people that are entering into, with their products into our system with the substandard products.
I'm so happy for this seminar
because it helps us to know more about what we are dealing on. Concerning the most important thing in this thing we are selling is cable. Cable is the most important thing in what we are selling. And the challenges we are having, Nigerian cable is the best. But the price is giving us challenges because most of our customers, when they come, when you give them the price of Nigerian cable, some of them are not able to afford the price. So they want to go for another one that is lesser. But the most important thing is that we make sure, like I myself, I make sure if I'm buying imported, I buy quality one that is approved by SON.
Welcome back. The program you're still watching is Standard and New. Time now to join Alimot Osifo on our feedback corner. Over to you, Alimot.
It's a medium of education, entertainment, news, culture, weather, sports, and even music. This electrical device can be regarded as one of the biggest inventions of the 20th century. I'm talking about the television that you are watching. On Feedback segment today, I'll be featuring 5 standard tips on the television right after this special feedback on counterfeit products. My name is Halimot Osifo. Welcome. Last week on the program, we brought you a report on fake Kangaroo Stapler, which has been in circulation in the markets. Upon investigation, the Standards Organization of Nigeria evacuated some of the fake staplers from the warehouse, while the agency is on the trail of the importer who brought them into the country to face prosecution. The question on your mind now is, how do you identify a fake Kangaroo Stapler? Well, as much as counterfeiters take pains to make their products look as much as the genuine products as possible, there would always be a difference if you pay attention to every detail. Let's see. This is a case of product counterfeiting. This is the fake version of the HP45 Kangaroo Stapler. And this is the original version. If you look at the inscription for the original now, the font size of the Made in India that is written here, the font size is actually small, while the font size of Made in India written on the original is bold. We have a bigger font size here. That's a difference. Then you look at the design. The screws here are flat, while the screws here have a kind of dimple on it. It's not a flat screw. This one is flat. This is the fake. And this is the original with the dimple on it. This is the fake. Open it, this is what you see. This metal lever. Instead of a spring, on the original, you have a spring. The fake has no spring. It has a metal lever instead. And you can feel the impact of this metal lever. Because there's a spring here, the stapler can bounce back on its own. Here, there's no spring. So it cannot bounce back on its own. You can see that it's in a relaxed position. Now, for the 24x6 Kangaroo Staples, it has kangaroo engraved on it. That is for the original. But for the fake 24x6 Staples, you see, it's plain. These signs are endless, but in a nutshell, inspect the package, text, labels to avoid any item that seems suspicious. Now to 5 standard tips on the television. Buy new television certified by SON from trusted brands and ensure you read the user manual to give instructions, explain features, and ways to tackle minor problems. Mount your flat screen TV to the wall for stability and security. If you can't, use brackets and straps to keep it in place on a stand that's secured to the wall. Use a voltage regulator or surge protector to protect your TV from thunderstorm or voltage spikes, which can damage the TV. Never use water to clean your TV screen. Gently use a soft cloth to wipe off any accumulating dust. Do not try to open or service the TV by yourself under any circumstances. Consult an expert. There you have it, 5 standard tips on the television. And that's a wrap on this week's episode of your favorite public sensitization program, Standard and You. Do you have a question, complaint, or suggestion? You can send in your messages with your full name and location to the number 0705-972-4455. Follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. We have a vibrant YouTube channel where you can watch previous episodes online at youtube.com/Standard and You. Don't just view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Thanks and have a great week.
Why you dey buy fake product, Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.